Hi, I'm Larry Easton, a coffee enthusiast. So much of an enthusiast, I eventually owned and operated an espresso bar and a coffee shop. My passion for coffee has stretched out over the decades, and I've collected just about every brewing method possible. And yet, my favorite brewing method remains the French press. Coffee brewing by immersion. Why? Steeping, or again, brewing by immersion, allows for a flavor profile that most closely resembles the chemical composition of a coffee bean. The French press has been around for roughly a century, but it's become especially popular during the last 60 years. Despite its enormous popularity, most people reserve French press coffee brewing for their weekends, for the simple reason that there is so much involved in making a French press cup of coffee and in cleaning up afterwards. If you've used a French press coffee maker, you know exactly what I'm talking about. First, you'll need to coarsely grind the coffee. Then you'll need to weigh it or measure it. Then, after brewing the coffee, you'll need to decant the coffee. If you leave it in the glass beaker, it will quickly shed its heat. Additionally, because the coffee is pressed to the bottom, it remains in contact with the water. And so the coffee will continue brewing and you'll begin extracting the more bitter elements of the coffee so that the coffee left in the carafe will be rather distasteful. Finally, you'll need to clean the carafe and the press parts as well. For most of us, that means we'll reserve French press coffee for the weekends or the evening when we've more time. But what if there were a method for brewing French press coffee which was simpler and had far fewer moving parts? I've developed just such a French press brewer. I call it Simplicité. That's French for simplicity, and that's the essence of this French press brewer. It's elegant and it's simple. It makes preparation and cleanup a breeze. Let me show you how it works. Let's begin with the carafe. It's crafted of heavy-duty, high-grade stainless steel. It's double wool jacketed. That means the coffee will remain at temperature for at least an hour after it's been brewed. Next is the coffee chamber. It's also constructed of high-grade, heavy-duty stainless steel. You simply insert that into the brewing chamber, add coffee, then water, steep the coffee for 4 to 7 minutes, and simply remove the coffee chamber from the brewing chamber. Because you're removing the coffee chamber from the brewing chamber, you don't have to worry about coffee over-extracting and turning what remains in the carafe bitter. Cleanup is equally as easy. Simply knock the coffee from the coffee chamber into the wastebasket. Rinse it, wash it, and you're finished. And don't worry about dropping the carafe. I've broken a number of glass beakers from my French presses over the years. They're very fragile. If you drop this carafe, it won't break. It's elegant, it's beautiful, and it's built like a tank. Coffee is the second most valuable commodity in the world, second only to oil. Why? Because billions of people around the world drink coffee daily. It's an important part of the fabric of our daily lives. Shouldn't you enjoy a great cup of coffee instead of just settling for a good cup of coffee? So, if you enjoy French press coffee and you'd like to enjoy it every morning, then I want to encourage you, purchase a Simplicité.